Hello, my name is Amy Trombetto, and I am a consultant with LuLaRoe. And I decided to come on here today from my kitchen table and give a little video. And I have not scripted it, so I'm just going to kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So I have been a consultant for about a month, and it's been fun, and it's been a lot of work. And I definitely, of course, recommend it to everybody. And part of our team and just the general culture of LuLaRoe is for women to kind of figure out, like, why do you want to do this? And there's really great stories on why you want to do it. There's very sad stories that just make you cry. And there's just like normal stories, like little stories, like, like for me, I need money for a dishwasher. Our dishwasher broke and I despise doing dishes. So, your why develops over time. And sometimes it's just like the little things, like being able to take your kids to, camping to a different state, or putting gas in your tank, or having enough money to fix the water heater if that blows. So I thought I would talk about my why really quickly. And it is funny. It really does start with the very first thing is we do need a dishwasher. So that was one of my whys. And then I, started to look at like a little bit more long term. And I realized that we live in a very tiny place. And we've been here, me and my husband and my 2 children and my 2 dogs. And I have 2 at-home businesses and I homeschool, right? So I have this busy life that keeps me inside these 4 walls that just seem smaller and smaller every day. And so part of my why is I realized we need to get out of this little tiny 900 square feet of the most poorly designed square footage ever. We've been here almost 13 years and I think I've had enough. So my why is really to hopefully save up enough to get a bigger place. And then I started thinking about like, well, what do I really want? Like I would like for my kids to have a yard. I think that's important. And I started to think about how like 13 years ago, my firstborn, his name is Lucas, he was stillborn and he was full term and, he passed away. And I had made a promise to him that when I could, I would be planting a tree in his honor. And I didn't want to plant it in some random place. I wanted to plant it in my forever home. And I am a woman of my word. I gave the pinky swear. And it's dawned on me that he would be 13 this August. And I have not planted his memory tree. And I really need to do that. So that's my big why. Like I need to take care and honor my word. And then I have other little whys. Like, I'd like to have enough to bring my kids on a really awesome vacation. We usually do a lot of camping and we go to the beach trips, but I would like to do, some serious traveling. And I think LuLaRoe is going to be able to help me do that. In fact, I know it's going to happen for me. And the reason I know it's going to happen for me is because when you want something bad enough and you put yourself in the corner and you make sure that you have no loopholes to say, well, I'm going to try really hard, but if that doesn't work, I have this to fall back on. If you start talking like that, you'll never be successful in your life. But if you sit there and you back yourself in a corner and you're like, I have got to get this done. I have got to do this. There is no other choice. And you just sit there in the corner, just ready to tackle on the world, you will be successful. So it really is a mindset that you are like backed in the corner and you got to get out of that. You got to just there's no escape plan. It's do it or die. And the other awesome thing about LuLaRoe is there really is an amazing sisterhood. I'm not one of those foofy girls who kind of buys into that. And I have to tell you though, the more you hear women talking about how, their husband is noticing them after, 20 years of marriage, he says, oh, honey, today you look really beautiful. What? Or, they go somewhere and their girlfriend is like, babe, look at your beautiful face. Where have you been? Where has my long lost sister been? Girl, you are back. That's what I had my friend say to me. I showed up at a party and she goes, oh, Amos, Where have you been? You have been gone. You are back, girl. And that was like the biggest compliment. And I started just trying to have an attitude of gratitude and just being thankful for the things around me and thankful for the blessings in my life. No matter how small they are, they're still a blessing, right? And I just noticed that just flipping the switch on that and being surrounded by women who really want to tell you that you're beautiful, and they want you to, they don't want to just tell you, they want you to believe it, because we all are beautiful in our own special ways. There's no such thing as perfect. We need to just get off of that thinking. There is no such thing as perfect, okay? What I think is perfect is completely different than you. It is a completely personal, tunneled vision choice. And we just need to start like loving ourselves, because there is enough ugly in the world, don't you think? Don't you think it's time to just start, loving ourselves? And maybe that's the reason why there's so much ugly in the world, because we are raising our kids to kind of look at the ugly sometimes too, and to like, and everything around them is ugly. Everything they see on TV, everything that they hear at school is all ugly. We just need to change that a little bit, right? So LuLaRoe has this really awesome sisterhood that really, it just makes you think, and it makes you want to be a part of the bigger picture. And it makes you, I don't want to say make, you feel delighted to send somebody a shirt, and they send you a picture of them, and they're so, like, you're stranger to stranger, and they send you a picture, right? And they're like, Amos, I put on this shirt and it felt so good, and I felt so pretty in it. And you're just thinking I just think to myself, how courageous was it for her to take that picture? How courageous was it for her to tell me that that shirt made her feel pretty today? And then how kind of sad that it took all these years for her to believe and to feel what she's already always known, right? So I am so happy to be a part of this company. And I can't tell you enough how the clothes really is, there's love thread in it. There is this love, this pay it forward, this sisterhood, this be kind to your fellow human. It's in the thread. There's like a magical golden thread that is woven into every piece of clothing. And I'm telling you, I almost can guarantee that if I were to put a blind dress test and put you in a changing room with a pair of leggings and a shirt from, TJ Maxx, Walmart, Kmart, wherever, and a pair of leggings and a shirt from LuLaRoe, and you were blind and you tried them on, I guarantee you would feel the difference in our clothes. That's how much I guarantee it. I believe it. I know it. There's just something about it, and I believe it's because that attitude from the ground up, from the people that are manufacturing the clothes, from the fabric that we are getting, the recycled fabric that we are getting, that we are making our clothes out of, to me, that entire line of just people working on it is all love, and it's in there, and you can feel it. And I think if you are on the fence and you're not sure you want to join LuLaRoe, let me tell you, girl, let me freaking tell you, do it. It will be the best thing you will ever do. You will feel beautiful. You'll feel beautiful. You'll hear women feeling beautiful, which naturally makes you want to do more. And you'll see a change in your husband or your partner. You'll see a change in your kids. My kids are like, oh, are you going on LuLaRoe tonight? Let me help you, mama. Like, it's a complete shift, and it has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with any type of, anything like that. It's just seriously like, it's on a higher level. It's a connection on a higher level, and it's really fantastic, and it's really changing lives. And I cannot stress that enough. It's really changing lives. And at about a month in, I won't lie, I haven't paid my investment back, but I'll tell you why I did it. Straight out, I will tell you why I did it. It is expensive to join it. So the people who are joining it, it's not like a hobby. Like, you need to make your money back. That is your number one goal, is to make that money back. It is not like, like some of the other companies where it only costs you like $100 and you're like, oh, well, if I fail, it's just $100. No, we're talking, big money here to be a part of it. So you want to pay it. So everybody who's part of it, this is not a joke for them. So that's the first thing. This is not a hobby. Okay. The second thing is, if you don't do good, LuLaRoe will buy your clothes back at like 85 to 90% back. So you'd only lose like 10 to 15% off of it. off of your investment. But why would you do that? Why would you sell it back to the company when there's consultants? There could be a consultant in the next, in the next street over from you that wants to buy your inventory. Why? Because she doesn't have it. She don't have it. So, for as far as I'm concerned, as a businesswoman who already owns her own business on Etsy, it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. It is zero risk. Zero risk. The only risk there is for you is risking getting on the ship that's sailing to positivity. Just jump on the ship with us. Just jump on the ship with us and be a part of this movement. This pay it forward, be kind to your neighbor, be kind to your wife, be kind to your kids movement. And I'm telling you, big things are going to happen in your life. I could feel it. And that's all I have to say. My name is LuLaRoe Amos Trombetto. I'm a month in. I'm still working it. You can find me on Periscope. I do live sales. I do Facebook live sales. My shopping group is called Shop with Amos. I'm going to be here on YouTube. And I'm starting my own team. It's called the Cherry Bombs. There you go. It's the Cherry Bombs. Because we're going to blow it up. And I want you to really feel me. And if you have questions and you're just like, I don't really believe this chick, you need to call me up. You need to find me, instant message me. I mean, I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram. You can find me on Etsy. My store is called Apple and Amos. You find me because I'm around. And you can ask me whatever your little heart desires and I will tell you. And I will tell you the real stinking truth. I mean, this is a video, but I will totally tell you how it is. I will tell you the downsides. I will tell you the upsides. And I will tell you the real scoop. Just find me. It'll be the best thing you've ever done. And girls, we're going to rock this row.